Hey everyone, Braiden here with Tactical Cowboy. I wanted to go over with you guys a little tip that we've been using for our bipods. In order to quickly deploy them, we'll go ahead and we will tie a piece of paracord in between the legs right here in order to have some sort of deployment handle that can deploy both of the legs at the same exact time. So that's exactly what we're going to do right now. Just going to go ahead, take my piece of paracord, find the middle of my piece of paracord. If it's super long, it's not going to matter. We're going to cut the ends anyways. So right here, going to go ahead and create just a little bit of a figure 8 knot. This is just going to create our handle here. All right. And it doesn't need to be some crazy fancy knot, just something that we can tape up right here and then knot and then grab onto and pull. All right, so from there, we got our little handle piece, which is going to be in the middle. We're going to go ahead, create 2 knots, or however you want to attach it. It's not going to be anything super scientific here. We're just going to go ahead, find a nice even distance between the legs here. All right. Boom, right here. Go ahead, put it in between the springs. Go ahead, fast forward through this part and take just a tiny bit. Now when you tighten these down, you're going to want to make sure that you have it near the bottom, because that's where it's going to be pulling on, and that our knot is actually centered. So whatever piece we're using as the handle right here, we want to make sure that it's centered in between the legs. Otherwise it's going to mess everything up. So boom, right there. Feeling pretty comfortable with that. And then I'm just going to make sure this is tightened on real nice. Sure that's nice and tight. I'm going to make this one nice and tight as well on the other side. Get both these legs tightened down. You can lash it whatever you want to do. All right, so now we got this piece of paracord here tied in between both the legs. So if I go ahead, put this up, you'll be able to see. Now we're gonna have this nice little loop at the end, which I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tape up and just create a little ball at the end. And you can get creative with it, make some sort of fancy piece that you can yank on, but this is gonna be the basic concept right here. We can go ahead, grab on, pull down and then be able to rapidly deploy our bipod here. So real quick, I'm going to cut these ends off, and then I'm going to tape up the center so you can get an idea of what it's going to look like at the end, and then see the end product. For me, I like to leave a little bit extra on the ends here. That way I can go ahead, and if these ever start to come undone, I can actually use that little end that I left and tighten it back up. So I'm a big fan of always leaving a little bit extra there. Electrical taping up the ends here. Right here, I'm going to just create a tiny little knot. It's going to create a little bit of a point for me to grab onto. Boom. All right, here we are. Now we kind of got our finished product here. We have our little tab that sticks out, so if you ever want to go and deploy your bipod, all you got to do is grab onto the tab and then pull down, and it's going to deploy both of your legs at the same time. This is going to help you for rapid deployment. So if I ever need to grab this thing super quick, we stow this, just boom, right there. It's hanging down. Ever need to go and deploy this, grab onto it, and then I yank down, just like that. That's all it is, guys. Go ahead and try it out. Let us know what you think. Have a good one.